Okay, so welcome back, lawn amateurs. As you see here, this is going to be step number 1 in your lawn renovation. We're going to use the glyphosate, and we're going to burn the yard, we're going to burn the grass out. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is step number 1 in doing your lawn renovation. We're going to mix up some glyphosate, some surfactant, and some market blue, and we're going to get to starting off renovating this yard, getting the grass all burned out, the weeds all burned out, everything out. So first and foremost, we want to go ahead, the wind is starting to blow, we want to go ahead, we're going to put on our gloves here. I'm going to start off with the gloves. All right, so here I go. Make sure first and foremost, we're going to read the directions. You always peel back the tab. Directions are on the back of everything. I already started using this bottle, so just want to show you guys how it's done. They got all the mixing instructions. You got the tank sprayer, the hosing sprayer, all different methods. So if you're going to use you can use a hosing sprayer for better and faster coverage. What it says here, 2.5 ounces of this product is going to cover 300 square feet. So just make sure you read your directions so you're using the proper amount and not overdoing it or not underdoing it. It got all the directions here, when to apply when weeds are actively growing for best results, apply during warm sunny weather above 60 degrees to accelerate systematic movement from foliage to roots. All right, it also says apply when air is calm to prevent drift to desired plants. It's starting to get a little breezy back here, but it's okay. I don't care what it lands on, as long as it lands on something that's green and it's going to kill it. So, and also this product, the 50% glyphosate, rain proofs in 30 minutes, guaranteed kills to the roots. That's what it says here. So I'm going to mix up a batch of this stuff. Probably going to take me at least 3 or 4 batches, but I want to show you the process and the breakdown of how everything is done. So be careful, proper PPE. Got my gloves on. I got my bunny suit here. I'm going to fully gown up. Got my mask. You want to make sure you have that. You want to protect yourself at all times. All right, first and foremost, we're going to go ahead. Now the bottle's empty here, but before you add the glyphosate into the bottle, you want to add at least, I would say, half water in it, in the spray can. And before you add the glyphosate, then you can top it off with water. All right, so let's go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna fill it up. And just make sure you don't put if you're using a hose without the nozzle, don't put the hose all the way down in the bottle when you put your glyphosate in there, because sometimes it might back up, suck back into the hose system, depending on what kind of hose you got, and you can contaminate your water, the public water, anything. So you don't want to do that. You want to be careful. All right, that's enough water there. So now I'm gonna go ahead. It says 2.5 ounces per 1 gallon. I got a 2-gallon spray container here, so I'm gonna mix up 5 ounces. All right, the cup has a measuring tool on the side of it, so you just want to make sure you're measuring up the proper amount. All right, there you go. 5 ounces inside the cup. I'm gonna pour it right in. That's all you need. Make sure you close everything up. All right. Gonna go ahead, use my market blue, shake it up. Make sure you shake up all your products before you use them. This is a fresh bottle, so normally you can measure it out. I'm just gonna eye test it right now. Probably gonna put about maybe 1 ounce inside and see how that works. You don't need much, just enough so you can see where you're marking it. That's about it. Got my surfactant here. Shake it up. And also, if you're not comfortable just pouring it straight in, you can use a funnel. I don't have a funnel, or you can use another measuring cup or measuring to anything, but I'm just using just straight up eye test and pour straight in. That's about it. You don't need much of that. About 1 to 2 ounces of surfactant. All right, now we're gonna fill the bottle up. Make sure you see your 2-gallon marker or whatever you're using, a 1-gallon marker, 2-gallon marker, so you don't go over the fill line. They got a maximum fill line on the bottle here. Gonna make sure I keep my nozzle away from the top. Don't want to contaminate it, and then just gonna spray it in. You don't have to worry about foaming up, because I use a surfactant that contains a defoamer, so this product will not foam up inside the container. And we're just gonna go ahead and fill it up. And as you can see, the bottle is blue. That's that market dye. It helps out a whole lot. It's great. But you don't need the marker dye, so don't worry about it if you don't have it. And down here, I'm reaching my maximum fill line of 2 gallons right here. All right, a little bit more. All right, and that's it. We're at the 2-gallon mark. Gonna make sure put and like I said, just a little cheap hand can. That's all you need. Nothing too expensive. Just a little cheap hand can. It'll get the job done. You don't really need too much fancy equipment. If you can't afford it, don't need it. All right, so now my mix is all mixed up. Everything's here. I'm gonna make sure I clean up after myself. I'm gonna wash out my product here, dump it, expose it somewhere where it's safe and sound. And that's pretty much it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and gown up, and I'm gonna meet you guys in the lawn. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so as you guys can see, I'm all gowned up in my bunny suit, gloves. I don't have rubber boots on, but I have my sneakers. But don't worry about it. This stuff never makes it back inside the house. I always ungown, undress at the doorstep, and then the stuff goes straight into the wash on its own. So if you got rubber boots, you can wear the rubber boots. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna put my mask on now, and then we're gonna head into the yard. Make sure you shake your product up after you use it, and put everything in there. I'm all set. I'm ready to roll. Everything is good to go. All right. So I got eyewear, mask on, so we're ready to roll. We're gonna start in the corner over here, and I'm gonna work my way back and forth. Don't try to walk in the product. When you spray, make sure you spray and walk alongside of it or out in front. Don't try to walk back in and track all over your product. You don't want to do that. Even though you're not going to take your clothing or anything back inside, you still don't want to walk in it, because then say if you accidentally walk in a good part of the lawn, you can possibly kill it all. So be cautious. Shake up my mix. See, it's just that simple. So let's take a look over here. So as you can see, we can get a close-up. That's with the blue marker dye, and it probably is not showing up as good on camera, but when you use the blue marker dye, you can see where you sprayed at, and that's the perks of using the blue marker dye. It helps save time, so you don't overspray an area where you already sprayed, and you're doubting yourself, saying that you didn't know if you sprayed there. But as you can see it close up, that's where I already sprayed at. So everything is sitting nicely on the plant's foliage, and so you'll start to see results from the glyphosate. It says within about 24 to 48 hours. I always seen results in about 24 to 48 hours. And see, I just did this whole little half here. That's it, that fast. As you can see, it's not as full with weeds, but it is a weed fest, except the back part right there. But you want to start your renovation, and you want to burn out everything and make sure everything is getting coated nice and evenly, and make sure you burn out everything. So you might have to do 2 applications. After the 48 hours, you can tell what burnt out, what you missed, what's growing back in, so you can hit it again with the glyphosate. And that's pretty much it. This is step 1 in your lawn renovation. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of this yard. Stay tuned. I'll show you an update of the results of this product, so you can take it and see for yourself, see if you like it, see if you want to use something else or different brand or anything of that nature. So you guys take care, tune in. We're gonna finish everything. I'm sweating. This thing is making me real hot, and it's only about 79 degrees today. So like I said, everything, there we go, a little better. Like I said, everything's gonna burn out real nice. We're gonna get this lawn renovation on its way. So stay tuned, take care, and tune in.